Hey yo,
Let's go.
hey yo, hey yo. What's poppin', y'all? You already know who
First
it
you
is.
start, I want to say congratulations, the album 1K.
1K on Last Lap Around the Planet. Thank you all so much. I was gonna mention it during the shout out. I was gonna be like, shout out y'all, but I guess right now is as good as time as any. But thank you all so much. Yeah, for the support. We hit 1K. We're well over 1,000 now. I think we're like at 1,200 or 1,300 for a cumulative
Keep
stream.
it coming. I get evicted next month, so if you guys don't stream the album, I'm getting evicted. So
yes, please just go to sleep with the album on repeat. Just make playlists full of all the songs and play them on shuffle.
like a bunch of
yeah, we get Last Lap to #1. Yeah.
What's up, bro? How you been? What have you been up to today?
Been well, man. Did all my homework yesterday. Had no work today. They called me in to work tonight, but my little sister was coming in from Irvine, so I wanted to see her.
Already? She just left.
No, she wanted to come see home, and we had bought her some stuff. It was hard out there.
She wanted to come see her girlfriend, bro. She's capping me, you guys, bro.
Bro, actually, she's like, she's kind of in the process of, it's complicated right now. I'm not gonna put my sister's business out there, but, but yeah, I mean, I wanted to see her.
Yeah, fuck that.
And yeah, bro, just big bulling, enjoying a nice dark mango stout beer.
Did your sister like the album? Did you show your sister the album?
Yeah, I did. She's a fan of Big Steppers. Big Steppers seems to be the consensus like banger on the album. Like, I guess that's like our radio single if we were to have one.
Well, that was the main reason why I wanted it as the opener, because I kind of knew it was like the most, not I want to say the most basic song, but like the most like, banger. It was like set up to be a banger, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for me it was the most digestible for sure. Like a lot of the songs were really in my opinion anyway, like very experimental, so it was like it was a big it was really digestible. That's what I'll say. It's like really radio friendly, pop friendly. But Big Steppers, awesome. Thank you guys all for supporting. That song's like I think #1 or #2, maybe 3. It's always neck and neck between that one, Horns, and the intro. Those seem to be the 3 most popular songs.
The intro is always the first popular song, because that's what everyone clicks on.
True. It's also kind of a banger, So just play it. But yeah, thank you all. It's been awesome. Thank you all for your feedback and your support. Let's get into the show.
We have 2 albums to talk about. Two new albums that came out this past month in September.
Bangers.
The first album is I always get problems saying his name, but it's K. Is it just K or is it K Lay?
It's K Le Maestro. Le Maestro or Le Maestro, however you want to pronounce it.
How do you put a comma on your name? That's kind of cool.
Respect, right? I don't think I've seen it. Yeah, I'm sure I've heard of somebody with the comma in their name, but
for the sake of the show, I'm just gonna keep referring to him as K.
All right. Yeah, I'm down with that.
I don't know how you want to refer to it.
Yeah, I might say Le Maestro sometimes, but I'm sure you guys will pick up on who we're referring to. But if you hear us say K and Le Maestro, just know we're referring to the same person.
Yeah, because there are a couple of features on here, so if we do mention them, just make sure.
Absolutely.
Just make sure. Well, from London, I'm on his Bandcamp right now. They're from London, and I did not know that. That's kind of cool. I found this artist on Twitter. And yeah, just I don't know how it's like a mixtape, beat tape. He produced all of it, and I dig all the beats on the album. Very soulful, a little bit of jazz in there, a lot of R&B in there. Punchy production though. The drums all sound nice. Everything just sounds clean. I mean, it's well produced. I like all of it. The intro's fire. What music? It's definitely something you can put in the car, and it got your car bumping.
Absolutely. This was such a West Coast album for me, so I'm surprised to hear that he's from London as well. Like it's a super like I want to say like kind of boom bap inspired, super chill. Love the rhythms on here. Like from the intro, what I love about this album is that
We're not
Um,
from London though, bro. It might be popping over there. London might be.
yeah, that's true. When I think of London, I'm not familiar with the scene at all. I just think of like the London jazz scene,
And drill music.
and I think of drill music exactly. UK drill beats are all the rave right now. Off the grid. but but so this to me sounds like you were surprised. I'm kind of surprised. This is a very West Coast album for me. But who knows? Yeah, maybe it's kind of big over there. What I love about this album is that it's a mix of instrumentals and then like features and samples.
Yeah.
It's such a diverse palette, and it all blends together well. It all meshes well, but at the same time, each song is very very. They're on standalone. They're very well made. From the intro with music itself, it's just like a super super fire beat, like a S tier beat. And that's the whole song, and I love it. It's built really well, and it's mixed extremely well. Like Kayla Maestro is kind of living up to his name. He is a maestro of mixing, and you
Or just
said that.
setting a vibe too, because the whole album, like even with the album cover, it puts you. I can't like I like bum this album when I'm driving downtown late. It's late.
Absolutely.
It just creates that vibe for me. But what were you gonna say now?
I was gonna say that vibe is most encapsulated. Well, this isn't what I was gonna say, but just to bounce off your idea. Come Around. I love playing Come Around when I'm just cruising anywhere. Come Around. the Chester Watson beat, or feature rather. Sorry. It's amazing. I think he complements K really well. I think he does him justice here, like really really well. And he's an awesome rapper that now I'm kind of introduced to. I've heard the name Chester Watson before, but I've never dug into any of his work.
Yeah, that's the great thing about this album. It's just the features are so great. It puts you on these other artists that we don't know, that I've never heard of. So I'm excited to check out a bunch of these features.
Yeah, and K, a lot of these songs are very underappreciated. I feel like a lot of these songs are extremely high quality, and K is kind of like a underground artist, I would say.
Yeah.
Because his most played song on here is probably 30,000 plays for Why Can't We, the second beat on the album. And a lot of this work, he has a Maggie Maryland feature towards the end called Slow Down, is actually really introspective. Like, I love these lyrics, man. I'm so in love with the poetry in this. Ride With Me, Slow Down. Even the samples on like Front Seat Interlude aren't necessarily poetic, but they feel that way just with the beat itself. It's a sample of D'Angelo's Brown Sugar, the interlude, and at the very end, as I was mentioning with Maggie.
I hope you're not exposing him. By the way, I hope he got that
Oh
sample
no,
cleared
no,
or something.
absolutely. It's such a famous song. Like, there's no way he didn't clear that sample.
I don't know.
Like, because as soon as you hear it, it's D'Angelo.
I think he could have recreated it.
Maybe, but man,
I don't know.
it sounds just like
I'm just
D'Angelo.
hoping we don't get him in trouble. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, sure. But if anybody asks, he all original. But Slow Down, it's very extremely poetic. It's talking about how when you're like partying hard, and you kind of like vibing hard, and you're doing a lot of drugs and stuff, like you kind of been doing on the rest of this album. Some of them have chill spots, but other spots are kind of like, you're supposed to be bumping, supposed to be partying kind of thing. I believe it's Maggie. She's talking about how you can't really realize how down you are when you're in that state. Like, you kind of have to slow down, look around you, look like, yo, I need to pick up the pace, like in these areas. And I love that about this. It's
Yeah.
it's thematic. It's not just talking about this is the end of the song, and we're talking, and the theme is a car, so we're slowing down. It's not just that. It's talking about something entirely different, which I love, and I super appreciate. Maggie's feature here. Definitely going to be looking into her work a lot more, thanks to this feature as well.
On the Bandcamp it says that as of 2019. So he's been working on this album for a while, and you could definitely hear it. It's I don't know how to really describe it, but it's all there.
There's a lot of love put into this album. Absolutely, the mixing
Definitely.
is all beautiful. Like, I wouldn't, like, now that you say that, I really wouldn't doubt it if it took multiple years to get it to this level.
All the keys are nice and icy and smooth, and the bass is rumbly.
This really was a labor of love.
Um, 10 tracks.
33 minutes.
That's a good amount.
Yeah. If you guys spare an episode instead of watching an episode of The Office, go give Le Maestro a listen on Whip Music on all platforms. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, Out
Uh,
Late by Amaria, excuse me. Um, that's a banger. That's an R&B banger right there.
Absolutely. A lot of this album has like R&B textures to it. And just straight up R&B songs like, like the D'Angelo song.
Yeah. It's very nice. It's one of the best R&B albums of the year for me. I mean, I like this album a lot. I bump it all the time. It's nice to just have it's nice to have listening, like hella deeply listening, and deconstructing. But it's also nice to just have in the background when you're driving or you're at a party. I was at a get together and I put I put a song on. So
Hell yeah, it's always a vibe. And there's
really nice.
beats on here, there's R&B songs and there's rap songs. Like it's 10 tracks, but it's very versatile. You can play this album
London.
just about any time. Shout out London, shout out Kayla Maestro, man. Beautiful album.
My God, beautiful album. All right, well, next album is another hip hop. We swear though, next episode though, it won't be just hip hop. Well,
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's so much good hip hop out right now. I'm sure you guys have some kind of idea.
The new Westside Gunn, which is a special. It's like we're doing side B.
Yes, absolutely.
Because we're a fan of side B's, like Kendrick Lamar's Untitled. Give us all the side. Give
us all the side B's album.
Yeah. So Westside Gunn.
The album title is Hitler Wears Hermes 8 Side B.
Side B.
Apologize. Westside Gunn. 20 songs, an hour and 3 minutes for a B-side. I believe the B-side is longer than the A-side, correct?
I'm not really sure. I haven't really checked.
I can check. Yes, it's actually 20 minutes longer. So it's a bigger project. And the general consensus from a lot of people seems to be that the B-side's a lot more lit. Like I was listening to the A-side thinking that it's like all just one big project. But when I started talking to people that had already listened to the album, they all agreed that all the bangers are on the B-side, well, all the best ones anyway. And yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Like if you guys aren't familiar with Westside Gunn, he has a really, really interesting and unique accent in his flow that is absolutely irreplaceable. It is absolutely unique. Like nobody can do Westside Gunn like Westside Gunn.
And I just found this out. He's Conway's brother, bro.
Brothers with Conway the Machine.
Yeah, he's Conway. He's their brothers.
Wow.
And he's 39. So there's always hope.
There's always hope for I'm not gonna get my time till I'm 39.
If you're thinking that, like even rapping right now, like 22 in like 20 years, like
20 years, I'll be a monster.
For real.
Oh geez, I hope I'm still at it.
Griselda, this is a Griselda project. Griselda, it's Griselda is Conway, it's Benny the Butcher, it's Westside Gunn,
yeah.
Boldy James is in there. There's a couple other people there,
Yeah, pretty prolific rappers that have been, they put in their time and they got their stripes. Like nobody in Griselda is really like new. Everyone's kind of up and coming. They like have been around for a while, Westside Gunn is no different. Same with Benny and just everybody. Like they have a lot of albums under their belt. And Hitler Wears Hermes 8. I'm not sure if this is like the actual 8th Hitler's Wears Hermes, but
it is. Like he has so many mixtapes, so many projects.
Yeah, he's an absolute veteran in the game, and it shows, man. Like all of these songs are good. I can't skip any songs on here. They are all kind of samey due to the nature of Westside Gunn's flow, but regardless of that, I think that's actually like a positive. Like this is such an awesome thematic, grimy album. Like this shit is so swaggy. I can put this shit on anytime.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing. And I absolutely love the vibe this album gives off. I love the triple feature or the double feature that Benny the Butcher and Conway give on Hell on Earth Part 2.
It's like a
Fucking-
Griselda fucking transformer, bro.
yeah. Oh my god, Hell on Earth Part 2 is insane. That song will get your blood pumping. It'll make you feel crazy. It'll make you feel like you're ready to murder somebody.
Hey, what song do you think Madlib produced?
I know he did he produce an album, a song on this album?
He produced one of the songs, but what song do you think he produced?
Man,
And The Alchemist.
He could have done. Man, I would have to listen to them through another time. I know there's an Alchemist song on here, but I won't know it until I listen to it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but the Mad Libs, that's a little harder. I guess I would. Well, I know Julia Lang is Trapaholics. It's not Julia Lang. I don't know. I'm gonna guess Forest Lawn,
Nah, it's Riches.
which is I wouldn't have guessed. This album's 20 tracks. It's a huge, absolutely huge album. It's an hour long, but none of it is filler. Like and what's really cool about this album is that it has a nice bell curve to it. You know, it starts off nice and slow with Brody Lee, and the end how you start intro, which is pretty profound. You know, I really enjoyed the intro. I thought it was really cool. If you listen to what he's saying, you know, it's very poetic. And then you have little lulls in between that are like switches of pace, like the intro to Julia Lang, which I believe is like Westside Gunn's love interest or something, right? She's talking about how, oh, I'm so excited for the Julia Lang song to come out. I'm gonna play it on my birthday, like at midnight. You know, like I love you.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty cool touch in the album, like having that sample.
It was super dope, man. This album's so well put together. Like Westside Gunn stripes are really showing here, man. Like he's a veteran and he's here fucking taking lives. You know, the J Electronica feature is crazy for the fourth song for Free Cutter. He absolutely kills that track. Like I said, Julia Lang with Trapaholics, crazy. My favorite song. Wait, first, what's your favorite song? Before I go crazy.
My favorite song, I was thinking it's either TV Boy or It's Hell on Earth, because like that just having all of them on there together, it's just like it's fire. But if I had to pick one that had no feature, then it would probably be TV Boy. I don't know. I just liked all of like the beat. It has that classic Ayo.
Ayo. Ayo.
I just like the bars on here. Like there's a bar here that says "knock your brains out," like Pujols, the new goat, like the baseball player, like Albert Pujols.
Yep, knock you out.
True, and Conway has a fire verse on here where he's like, "My trigger finger callous," you know.
Oh yeah, that shit hits so hard, man. Conway's always got S tier bars. This guy knows what he's doing, man. Mine, I would have to say, my favorite song is Celine Dion, because the beat switch towards the middle is absolutely crazy. You know, to me, that's like a really big high point in the album. And it's coming off of like Julia Lang, which is already like got my energy up, you know. Other ones that stand out is like Forest Lawn. I really like the 2 Chainz feature. You know,
2 Chainz has been fire recently, I feel like, with his features.
Absolutely. 2 Chainz putting in the work in the studio, and it's definitely showing. TV Boy, though, probably my favorite no feature, but there's like 2 no feature songs on here. You know, all these features do an amazing job, man. Westside Gunn has such a great lineup here, and they all play into his style really well, to his vibe really well. Like all these dudes can go toe to toe with Gunn, and Gunn makes them. You know, you can't rap next to Westside Gunn and be fucking boring. You know, you gotta keep the energy up. You know. And man, all of these people did such a great job. I can't think of a single feature where I didn't enjoy.
Yeah, there's no bad. There's no. I could play this whole album in the car, anywhere, chilling. I've been listening to this album a lot. I like the Tyler Feature Creator at the Tyler Creator feature at the end of the album. The end of the album to me it gets fire. You know, I like the end a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
Riches is fucking hard. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good album. I think it's kind of funny that there's that Trapaholics thing. It's like, but it's like a you know, there's like barely any drums on that song, I think.
And Julia Lang is a huge banger on the album, and I love what what Gunn did with it.
Yeah.
Gunn, he really has to, like, since his flow is like kind of, it's in the same pitch a lot of the times, so he gets creative in really cool ways. Like man, his flow is diverse. Don't get me wrong. He's got plenty of practice with it. He wields it like a well-trained swordsman or some shit. but but dang, like this Trapaholic song to me was really inventive. It was really like experimental,
Trapaholics.
and I love the soundboard on Trapaholics. It's iconic. It's and for that reason, I think Julia Lang's kind of an iconic song. You know, the intro as well. The intro makes it even better, I think, because there's that build up. It's like 40 whole seconds of like Julia Lang talking, and then boom, Westside Gunn out of nowhere.
Riches, the Madlib one, that's a fire sample too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Westside Gunn. I mean, Griselda.
If you guys aren't familiar at all, go check out not just this album, definitely check out Hitler Wears Hermes 8, Side B, and Side A. You'll probably like some songs from Side A. Side A is not bad at all.
Yeah.
But Side B is there's just so much in there, and it's all really good. So if you really are pressed on time, it is an hour long, and it's 20 songs. So it's one of the longer recommendations we've had. But man, is it worth it?
Yeah. Fire album cover too. Kind of dig it. It's kind of hard. Is that Conway? That's or is that Westside Gunn?
I think that's Westside. Pretty sure it's Westside.
I mean, it wouldn't make sense, but like now that I know it's his brother, I'm like, who is that? Yeah, it is Westside. They do look like each other.
And also, if you guys aren't familiar with Griselda Records, go check out the repertoire, man. All of them are very, very high tier rappers, like Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher. Boldy James was the first album we reviewed on here, actually. With Bo Jackson, and that shit was crazy. I absolutely love that. Only thing about this album, I wish it was Freddie Gibbs on here somewhere, man. Just give me a Gibbs feature. I'm just playing. This album is great with or without Freddie Gibbs. But, man.
But yeah, yeah, and just shout outs. I think it's time to go to shout outs, bro. Who's shouting out today?
Absolutely. I'm gonna go
shout
ahead
out 3 people right now.
All right, first of all, I'm gonna shout out my sister. I don't know if she's listening,
your sister.
But she's off to Irvine. She's doing great. She's doing her thing. Another shout out is definitely to Kayla Maestro. Absolutely gorgeous composition. Album I've had on repeat for the last week for sure. And one more just for Griselda, man, because Griselda's putting in the fucking work this year. I love Conway. This album made me a fan of Westside Gunn. Like now I'm actively looking out for Westside Gunn content, and there's so much good music out right now. And the scene, for me, I feel like Griselda kind of runs New York. Like I can't think of too many more people out of New York that I'm really fucking with.
Well, I think Griselda for hip hop in general right now, it's just so, maybe because we didn't grow up in the 90s, it's more refreshing for us, instead of just the same trap stuff all the time.
That's true.
Cause yeah, I like the bars, bro. I like Westside Gunn storytelling. I like the way he puts me in like a scene. He puts me there. Like he uses a lot of good imagery and a lot of good metaphors and similes, and just a master of the language, bro. Master of his craft. Master of rapping.
The pen. Yeah, absolutely. But those are my shout outs, bro. How about you?
I'm gonna shout out Caffeine this week. Caffeine.
Fuck yeah! Shout out Caffeine.
Shout out Caffeine for always helping us, bro.
Caffeine. I'm stuck on that shit for real.
For real. I want to shout out. Who else do I want to shout out? Shout out to the artists that we did review. I want everyone to check them out. I think that's it. Kind of shout out to everyone listening too, bro. People who are listening.
Oh, there you go. Absolutely. To the podcast and as well as the album Last Lap Around the Planet.
Yeah. So everyone.
We really appreciate the support. Shout out
everyone who suggests for friends, bro. Like if shout out all the friends.
You already know. Next week
from the friends I talk to every day, it's the friends that I only talk to once a month. So shout out everyone.
All of y'all, love y'all. Next week we do have 2 very, very exciting albums picked out for you guys. We're gonna give you a little bit of a sneak peek because we already know what they are. But Bad Not Good,
jazz album.
And jazz album. very awesome jazz album. Not going to tell you the name of it because we're going to review it next week. And as well as The Alchemist. We're going to be reviewing both of these very, very exciting modern artists. And can't wait to see you guys there.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Dose. Yeah, yeah, yeah.